Okay, well, I haven't made a video for a while, and my Facebook advertising accounts have been cancelled and cancelled my payments and not showing my stuff. Never really got my branding off the ground. Facebook page, Wonder at Things, started off really to get people to start thinking about finding the truth, questioning stuff. We have the media, which has its own, objectives or narratives that they want to push, and can be argued really that this whole pandemic thing has been caused by the media, fear mongering for something that really doesn't really quite fit the mold to be called an epidemic or a pandemic, given the fact that so many people recover from it and so many people don't even have symptoms. So certainly an overreaction, and people can see that. And I think this whole thing um, is really designed to change the world. And I think we're in biblical times. So just like we read the stories in the Bible, we are one of these stories. And revelations, or revealing the truth, is what's happening right now. So people have been pretty much just going along with whatever's been told, whatever's been presented to them on the media. It's been repeated, shown on the newspapers and everywhere else. They just tend to sit back and not question it. And it's come along at a time where I didn't really expect it, uh, because who knows that people have got this much ill intent, this much evil plans for humanity. Didn't realise just how bad things were getting in terms of controlling people's lives and reducing their freedoms, and all without real cause. So anyway, we find ourselves in this situation, and I think this is a biblical event, and so that means that we need to get closer to God. And I have my own views on God. Everybody will have their own different religious beliefs, and our beliefs have been squashed. We're not really being allowed to express ourselves through the mainstream social media that's there, like your Facebooks or your Twitters, or Google, or whatever. The big tech giants are really suppressing a conservative point of view and pushing a particular agenda. So look, we find ourselves in these times, and I think these are times where we need to return to God. And Trump's doing that. You can see that with his right to pray legislation. So people have had problems being able to publicly pray if they wanted to. And I think that religious freedom is not really so much about, um, well, it is about, your religious beliefs, how you feel about God, and, the mention of God. But it's not that, it's really your ability for free thought, your belief, what you think. Um, and, you may well be someone with a completely different view to mine. You could be an atheist, although, I would feel sorry for people that are atheists, because they seem to think everything's just happened by chance and that there's been no intelligent design. And, that narrative goes through our education department, and, even they, uh, the education systems around the world, push a particular narrative, a particular point of view. And they don't really teach people or allow people to have their own contradictory point of views, or sort of encourage that free thought. So when I set up Wonder at Things as a brand, my intent was to get people to start thinking and looking at things on a deeper level, not a superficial level, not, what's happening on the Kardashians or, whatever's popular in this pop culture, but to go in and ask yourself those questions, like those eternal questions. What are we doing here? Why are we here? Is there a God? If there is, what about that? What's our relevance? What sort of relationship do we need to have to that? How should we be thinking? What is life about? What are these deep questions that, people have been wondering about for a long time? And, that sort of inquiring mind, that philosophy, the ability for independent thought, it's not there in our systems, in our curriculums. Dumbing down of the population, if you like. And, I saw that with my kids, where they didn't teach them to syllabalize words and read properly, So consequently, a lot of this new age type of way of teaching left a lot of kids behind. And it was sad to see that happen, something, hey, broke, you don't need to fix it. But what about religion? Why has that's been completely removed now? That's whether you're, whatever religion you are, it's certainly not welcome in the curriculums, at least down here. It's been removed completely. And I think that's a real shame, because most religions have a golden rule. They'll teach you, to be good, kind to other people. Whereas, culture, the way that it is now, is to really think about yourself, put yourself first, and, get ahead by any means possible to accumulate money. And, not really care about, how that happens. Just that's what we're going to do. That's what life's all about. Accumulate, toys, the next thing and the other. And that doesn't necessarily fulfill you. There's a lot of people that have become minimalists and, happy to get by with just a few things and appreciate, what they have, and not have that avarice and greed. So I think I need to contribute, particularly because I'm a right brain thinker, and as a musician, a singer, and songwriter, my words have sometimes become prophetic. And I'm going to put a few in on this video so you can get to know me a little bit more. I don't know who wants to listen to me, who doesn't. But I think I've got to contribute. I've got something to say. And look, they've taken down my some of my videos, my first videos, which I included some of my music and what's made me think that I need to contribute in these times. But now, being Christmas, and Christmas being a major celebration for Christians all around the world, although Easter is bigger for us Greek Orthodox, but nevertheless, Christmas is a very big thing on our calendar, probably number 2, Easter being number 1 as a Greek Orthodox. And I've got written a song for that, and I'll just play that to the end of for the end of this intro to Nick Zoom. So that's who I am, Nicholas Zoomas, or Nick Zoom, which is my channel. So you can see that, I need to contribute, and sometimes my words are prophetic, and this is a song that I wrote on Christmas Day. So I'll leave with that as an intro as I reintroduce my channel, or build my channel, Nick Zoom. Hopefully you can support me if you like and share. I can't advertise anything, so if you like, subscribe, share, comment, do all those things so that I can bring sort of my views and my information out to whoever wants to listen to it, and hopefully help you find your truth.
to find the answer. It's only love that holds the key. Leave all your worries where rising up above. Here angels calling. Oh, inside that feeling of love is watching you. We all need someone to hold.
Don't